Right, well, I guess let's see if this thing's on. Let's see if it's live streaming. See if me new button works. I think it works. What do you know? I did a thing that didn't thing, sort of.
Yeah, it just
Heck
popped up on my phone saying that you went live.
Awesome. Well, that's nice. It works.
hmm
Dum dum dum. Well, good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday night. Is it Daniel? Is it fair to say that you're pretty tired and had a long day too?
Yeah, I'd say that, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think that makes 3 of us, which is good.
Yeah, even though it's going to be only 2 of us on the stream.
Wow.
Hey, we still got you here for company. That's good enough, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. It's still processing mods. Hey, let's just see if my noise cancellation works.
Hey,
Oh my God, David.
I will say though, I am hearing some echoing in the background on my phone, and I don't know if that's me or if that's y'all.
Well, I guess a clue would be if you had a little squeaky fart echo, then it's me. But if it wasn't, it wasn't me.
I still can't get over that one you ripped the other night.
I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
remember that few. I remember
Oh,
that
that
one
just
a few
kept coming
convoys
and
back.
coming.
That's what she said.
Hey, I remember that a few convoys back. You know, David ripping one or somebody, or that was you, Zach. To think of it.
I think it was both of us doing it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I've slept since then.
right. Still waiting to see if I can join. I guess it's. Oh yeah. I had to update the engine pack. Oh, I did update the engine pack tonight, so I've got a wrong version showing there.
So, what do you add? Which engine did you add,
I
David?
didn't. I broke the Peterbilt 351. It wasn't working.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yep. Oops.
I'm gonna have to update it on my Steam Deck once I get the system reinstalled on it.
But it should now be working. Zach, you may need to close the Convoy and update that engine pack.
Okay.
Would you like me to host whilst it does that, or I don't know what's well?
Yeah, sure.
Although I've got to say, your machine is that fast, it's probably going to do it anyway, but real quick. But all right, well let me.
My friend's been kind of ROI friend's been kind of going through it lately, so she might end up calling again.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let me quit the game. So it probably will be better for you to host,
Okay.
just in case I have to get
Sure.
off.
Okay, let's just update that there. Go back here. Host Convoy. Yep, password is 4 X's. Let me see. That works for me.
Nice one.
Do either of you have a preference over what kind of trips we want to run tonight? I mean, Daniel, I know that you're not driving tonight, but you may still.
Well, I was gonna say, has there been any of your squeaker trucks trying to test pulling a heavier trailer?
We could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say use some of your weaker trucks to haul, something like what, 40 to 60,000 pounds or more.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, so standard line haul.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a 9400i that I could. It's currently running a 400 horsepower.
David.
That wasn't me. That was the cat.
Hey,
Are you putting the
by
mic
the
next to
way,
your ass?
No,
It's like what?
it's a sound effect, guys. I wouldn't really do that on live.
No,
It's me.
hey, I'm gonna tune in
Yeah,
on.
you would.
Hey, I'm gonna tune in on my flat screen so I can see what's going on in the background.
Steam's taking forever to download.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I got you pulled up. So, David,
I
are you
might leave the
driving?
Discord voice channel just to give this a chance to speed up, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Hey, David, are you driving the International 9300?
94, I think, but yeah.
Oh, it's a 94. Okay.
What am I going to put?
It's a nice paint job nonetheless on that truck.
Yeah, it's one of
Even though
it's one of the
Go
stock
ahead.
ones. Yeah, it's one of the stock ones that it comes with, which is nice.
I was gonna say, if Ram ever gets back in the heavy duty market like it was, back in the '70s before they quit, I'd be using their trucks all the time. Like, I mean, Iveco, I mean, their parent company Fiat's got that Iveco Power Star or whatever that they could base it off of.
Hmm. Let's see, I want a period accurate engine. I think this was around 97 to 2007. Detroit diesel might work.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's either the 12 liter or the 14 liter or 12.7 liter. I mean,
Yeah,
sorry.
or maybe just a Caterpillar. Maybe yeah, I like the idea of a low powered chunky Caterpillar.
I'm just trying to watch you on your engine selection. I know I'm a few seconds behind you, but uh, crap, I don't know. I'd say you probably will not want to go no more than 420 something horse if there's an option for that.
I might go a little lower. I might go with the 330 or 375. Or I could just do the 2000
Yeah,
one because obviously we need power.
sure. You don't want to be lugging so bad.
I'm gonna do.
And how about that 92 3406E, the 375 horse?
Yeah, I might do that. I'm just gonna look at some gearing options. What have we got? Let's put it. I'm gonna go with the slightly lower spec one, Daniel, just to start off with. But I might come back and revise that because 330 isn't much, but 1350 is kind of handy.
Sure,
See,
sure.
so if it's a line haul, it's going to be a 10 speed. So actually, that's probably not a bad option.
Yeah.
Let's see.
As I say, the bigger the better when it comes to engines.
Yeah, sometimes.
Because as you know, all my videos I do that.
True. Let's see.
Probably why I'm in a lot of trouble.
I'm going to go with that. With the one at this 3.7, I think that works for me. I think this is all good. I like the paint job. Vander's Hags Incorporated. Yeah, it's a nice blue. I quite like that. We won't be needing any of these. We probably won't be needing those. Headache rack. Won't be needing these. Have you seen the lights on the front of this? The grill beacons.
Let's which yeah, I'm not for sure. I'm looking on my TV, and I'm not really for sure. Oh, I see you just deselected the ones on the top of on top of the sleeper, but I didn't see the other
Yep.
ones.
Just give it a few seconds. It'll be showing.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I see it now. They look like little strobes
Yeah.
flashing.
Yeah. They're actually I
That's
quite
cool.
like those. I think more trucks need them. Although there are a few mod trucks that add them for lots of trucks. However,
Yeah, I've not experienced any of those yet out of the ones I've been using. Of course, most of the stuff I use is Steam Workshop friendly only.
yeah.
Since I'm since I'm broke, and I can't afford to get all those special trucks like you and Zach and the rest of them get.
Oh, I end up saving up for lots of them.
Well, I just literally legally and stuff can't do that because I'm not in charge of my own money.
Right. Why? Where the exhaust goes?
Also, you might anybody that also might tune in to David, you might want to watch those strobes on front because of the like sensitivity issues. For any reason. Of course, they could tune out of the video if they wanted to, but if they're like me and like trucks, that you might consider, the not doing the strobes at certain times. I mean, because
Yeah.
that's just I don't know. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
You're not being disrespectful. No, of course not. Um,
I have some good friends of mine at work that have seizures, especially when they like, of course, as anybody exposed to certain light patterns and stuff. And I try, especially if I'm showing them a video on my phone, I always try to make sure it's not one that has anything like that.
Yeah, you aren't being disrespectful, and if I ever had a video that had lots of them, I would probably should give a bit of a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Right, well, I think
But so if it's like me just on my own, like convoying with y'all, I wouldn't have no problem with it since I don't have that type of sensitivity problem. Are you just trying to save? What are you trying to do to your truck? Like taking all that stuff off for?
I'm just making it more of a fleet truck.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just like
Get a few buckaroos back in your pocket.
yeah, but
Even though you got $14 million.
I know.
Of course, I still got my safe file that's got over $2 billion in it, and I'm not even using. I'm using like a cheap experience separate mod or like separate money, separate experience points. That's a lot less. I mean, sometimes instead of like $10 million, it's like $1 million or so per load. And because I don't want to, I've worked so hard to get on that save. I just don't want to lose it. And that's I probably would eventually because of the amount of money on it.
Yeah. Let's see, I think that's pretty much what we want. What wheels do we have? Oh, classic, premium, or chrome? Well, it's going to have to be a classic. The whole plastic as opposed to the wood.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you in the southern states that will be very hot. Having a chrome,
What?
having a chrome wheel, that would be very, very hot. I think it'd be quite uncomfortable.
I don't know about Arkansas. Hey Zach,
Yeah, I had to reboot my internet.
God,
that's gotta suck.
pesky internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about when I get my place in my own internet, how that's gonna go. How it's gonna be stronger. Was that you, Zach?
Yeah.
Certainly wasn't me.
Hey, you can see the surprise I got for you. I got 2 middle fingers for you.
Oh, I feel so special.
Because you are.
Hey, I'm special.
I'm special.
About the time now, I'm gonna go ahead and fart. So Zach, I went with the 3406E with 330 horsepower, which is in memory and in honor of a recent video of yours.
Mine was actually 310.
I know.
So even
I know.
lower.
I know, but it's also me, and I've got my lunchbox there, and it's kind of heavy, and I'm using a 3.7 final drive, so.
Yeah, I think SCS actually does simulate like engine size displacement because that 310 did so freaking well.
We're gonna have to try this because it's like it changes how quickly it revs, but in the definitions. But I'm very curious to see if it does it. So maybe tonight, or maybe not tonight, but at some point we can convoy with the same, and we can stop at the light and go at the same time and see what happens.
Yeah, just create like a custom engine, same torque curve, similar torque curve, everything. And
make one 10 liters than one. I tried that before, and if there was a difference, it was so small you couldn't really tell. And I'm like,
I have that problem too.
I'm like, I'm just not gonna keep going. I want to drive rather than be a complete geek on it, which I know is not like me. I think I need some black lug nuts. Who doesn't need some black lug nuts in their life?
No, I don't think the black lug nuts would go good unless you're going to put chrome tips on them.
I don't know. I
had a chrome tip for you, Daniel.
Oh, shut your pie hole. I'm messing with you, Zach. I'm messing with you. Don't get your panties in the wad.
This is weird. How?
Hey, don't get your panties in the Zach. Don't get your panties in the wad.
Oh, I don't wear panties, honey. I wear thongs.
I wonder why my truck's so badly damaged. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
It's just stuck on processing double low boys.
Yeah, it like, let's wait, and eventually it will do it. Hey, my engine works. What's my fuel at? I got loads of fuel. So, are you running 1.5, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm running 1.5. I'm running the latest version. Yes.
So
and I've got the newest state plus that sports DLC pack of the paint job.
So
I still have not bought that paint job DLC yet.
But I've got the latest map. Yes, I do. So yes, I am.
I was going to say is with 1.5 for me, some days it runs great, and some days it's just really slow. And
Well, for me, like when I'm at work, most of the time I'm on my
Prius
Steam Deck. So I
missed.
really don't know. I mean, I don't notice it as much. And then I've got my backup laptop, my mini laptop that it can run ATS, even though it's got 12 gigs. It went from like 4 gigs of RAM to 12 gigs because that's what I could feasibly put in it with the parts I got and the way it's designed. But I tried to stream off of it one day, and it's just like it was like still real laggy. It did okay, but it was still real laggy, and I'm not going to use it to do ATS unless I absolutely have to. Like if this HP laptop that I usually convoy with y'all on, if it was to give out, I'd have to use that little laptop. It's an idea.
Still processing.
Yes, my laptop, my little laptop's a Lenovo IdeaPad 3, and it came with Windows 10 originally, and then and yeah, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal memory. What are you trying to do? David? Are you trying to do that creepy horseman guy? Doing Jeeps, or is that because it's a Prius?
Well, she drove into me. It's all on the stream.
And there's a state trooper right in front of you.
Oh, what you did now for, Sunshine?
Screw it.
I'm gonna get up to mischief until Zach is ready.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's still processing that double low boy.
That app and that mod might be not updated for 1.5.
So
I've convoyed in 1.5 with it before.
yeah, it just takes. So I had to stop myself, but just so you know, there is an amazing mom joke that I could have just come out with right off the bat there, but I didn't.
What's the joke?
Well, that reminds me of your mom last night.
Come on now, David. My mom's dead. Literally, she is.
Ooh.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I am.
It's all right. It doesn't offend me. So if it's coming from y'all guys, I don't take offense to it. Some of those guys that do those y'all mama jokes at work, that's what literally sends me off the wall. But y'all don't have anything to worry about because I know y'all don't mean nothing.
Yeah, we also I guess I think it's a little different face to face, because there's a I don't know what the term is, but there are lots of clues that actually someone's not comfortable with what you're saying. So people might try and say more face to face, but they'll end up saying less because they are concerned about this, about upsetting.
Well, to me, like I said, I know some people that if they're watching and listening, they may, think different. But me, I mean, if I know the people, at least like even with y'all over social media, I trust y'all enough not to know what. And I don't mind y'all joking around because I can trust y'all. I feel like so
Yeah.
because I know y'all actually give 2 cents worth of unicorn's rectum compared to some people.
2 cents of
Yeah, and if we ever go too far, you can always tell us and we'll back down.
Yeah, and which yeah, and so far y'all have not done anything, so that's and yeah, but I will do appreciate y'all's consideration on that.
Oh,
Yeah, of
and
course.
I don't think we take that as a challenge either.
No,
I know
no.
that, but I'm just saying it's not like we go out of our way to. Well, I went out of my way to deliberately run into a Prius, but that's about the most extreme.
Oh, that I have no problem messing with y'all all
No,
day
no,
about.
but that's
You
about the most.
Yeah, like me messing with David's driving. He knows I'm just joking.
You are.
And then hey, David, was that? I don't know if you remember this video, but I don't know if Zach was in the picture at the time. No offense, bro. About
No, you're fine.
It was me, you, and I think Legion. And it was something about Legion being on top of a trailer or something. Do you remember that video?
No.
Was that Legion or Booma?
I think it was Legion because he was in a yellow Peterbilt and he was sitting on
I
top
think
of
I do
a
remember
truck
that
trailer.
actually. I do remember somebody getting on like a trailer or something.
Yeah, and I was in the middle. I was making some type of comment, and David was there, or at least I used to have it saved on my YouTube, but I don't know where it went.
I don't, but if it was Yellow Peterbilt, maybe it was me.
No, it was.
Or someone else.
I think you were. I don't think it was you on the trailer. I think it was Legion. Well, I might guess that it was the three of us for sure.
Okay.
And it's not 117. It was 564 Legion. That Legion.
You just fart again, David?
No.
No, I think that was your upper lip, Zach.
No, my upper lips don't sound like ripping ass.
Is that what it sounds like?
That's not what the local nursing home said.
Ew,
So
they're old and dusty.
I got an RV to San Francisco. Have you ever hauled one of the RVs?
I have not.
It's only 6,300 pounds, but it's typically on like a low loader, so it might be quite a heavy cargo. And it's a pretty short trip.
Hey, I'm gonna step out of my room for a second. I'm still gonna be logged on the Discord. I'm just gonna step out for a second.
Okay.
It's a pretty short, quick trip. It's just 130 miles, but I'm curious to see how well the game runs in San Francisco when we get there in the evening, and it should look amazing.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to Luminorto,
Drive safe.
which is actually a really
All right. Let me.
where is
see where
that?
that's at.
Oh, it's actually quite a bit to the north. It's on the road to Tonopah. Yeah, it's quite a bit north of it. There's like a Wolbar and a Luminorto. Bit of a trek.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, like 40 minutes north.
Yeah. Do you have a medium hood on the Cascadia?
40 minutes north for you. About 5 seconds.
For you.
And it says no network connection.
Mm.
I do.
I'm still showing as connected.
Caution.
You may have just gone off the call, Zach. Okay. Apparently I still have an internet connection, so I guess the world can still see me, even if... Oops, I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing, though. I'm supposed to be driving all over the road.
Go straight.
My game was lagging quite badly then, very badly for a second. Wow, still pretty badly. There you are, Zach.
Huh? I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
What is going on with the internet?
I can hear you, and I guess you can't hear me. So hopefully, if I keep talking, you'll be able to hear me.
I'm back, y'all.
Go straight.
Hey, Daniel.
That's me.
Oh, hey.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring the phone back up. All right.
Did
Okay, I
that
was gonna say
bullcrap where it's
my,
like DNS probe or whatever?
anal probing. What?
We're having connection or Convoy or Discord.
It's my end.
Well, I'd say that's. I'm kind of glad I didn't join today, but yeah, had to take my. I usually take medicine around this time in the evening, so that's why I had to step out to do.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. I'm sorry about sending y'all a bunch of messages about Convoy. It's just I've been a mixed bag of, of a bunch of different emotions and stuff here recently with what I've got going on. So So
No, you're fine.
if it ever gets to be too much, y'all just, hey, like, shoot me a message on Discord or whatever. It's like, hey, I mean, can you think? I know some of y'all probably don't care as some would, but just if you want me to, like you said, if you like you told me to ask y'all about backing off on something, do the same to me. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Keep right, and then turn right.
It's just, if you do it for me, I would expect it out of you to do it to me too. Whatever. So,
That's what she said.
boy,
Alright, back in the
shit.
convoy, David.
Okay. It's causing the worst lags, like seconds per frame. Okay.
I've also noticed too, like on my phone, it's not as bad when I'm watching it on there because ever since the new like whatever algorithm that YouTube uses for like their videos and stuff, like some older phones and TVs won't. And you're stuttering pretty bad just now.
Yeah.
Like it's just some really bad frame
Yep.
drops or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, my phone doesn't buffer as bad. My Samsung S21 FE doesn't do it as bad, and it does plays it better than even my TVs
Keep left,
do.
and then turn
And they're 4Ks. One of my TVs a 4K, and the other one's a 720p.
turn left.
Oh,
Did I say something wrong?
I don't know whether that was a sneeze or a cough.
Yeah, but just a second ago, before you turned that corner back there, it was
It,
like a really bad like couple of frame
yeah.
drops.
I at the time I said I was getting like 2 seconds a frame. It was very janky.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm just texting somebody.
Hope it's not
That's
Hunter
what she
Biden.
said.
Are you trying to order some weed from Snoop Dogg?
Nah, I prefer crack and cocaine. Maybe some LSD.
I am.
I about spit my water out on my laptop because of that.
Go straight.
I am.
Oh, what the heck? Did you see that?
I
Did you see that trailer? Literally do a flip in the air.
I did see that, and there's carnage here. I don't know what. Well, in a few seconds you're going to come up against a car just in the middle.
Hey, you've got to later at the end of the stream, David. You got to turn that into a YouTube short.
I may have to. That was just bizarre.
I'm just gonna make a fart compilation.
No, that would be too immature, Zach.
You should totally do it.
Just kidding. That
Like,
would be
David,
funny
for
as
real,
hell.
are those farts real or are they just sound effects?
you'd have
I think they're a mixture of both.
you'd have to ask Sandy, and if only Sandy could be on the YouTube, but she isn't. Oh well.
I hate to say some Sandy butt cheeks.
Fortunately, the job.
I'm not referencing your Sandy, David. I'm referencing
It's
SpongeBob.
okay. Unfortunately, the job's. I took so long to get there, and so many stutters. The job's gone. Did you want to see if there's one here, Zach? The nearest one is Alco. That's
Sure.
like 600 miles.
For a second there, I thought you said the nearest one was Al Qaeda.
No, probably not.
Oh my god.
This thing is.
Yeah, well, no, actually, wait.
Was that the one I recommended that went bye-bye?
Yeah, the shortest one's like 600. Let me see what we got. Let me see what I can find in the cargo market.
Okay.
Or freight market.
This thing is lagging so badly.
Like frame rate wise?
Yes. Yeah, and I don't think it's network. I think it's just 1.5 combined with running Discord and OBS at the same time.
I wish there was a way that they could integrate, OBS or something into, all that, make it like all-in-one package like Emu Deck.
Okay, I got 42,545 pounds of yogurt going from Modesto to Reno, Nevada. That's a 360-mile trip.
That works. Yeah, that works for me.
And the way this truck is set up, it's going to struggle a little bit, and that's what I love.
Like doggy style?
Oh, I like that too.
I shouldn't have opened my mouth. 'Cause who knows, you might sit on my mouth and fart.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Nah.
That would be too difficult to accomplish.
I know, David. That's what you've been doing on Discord.
Apparently.
Man, Zach, quit being sus, dude.
Yeah, I just heard that again.
That was me.
Oh.
Yeah, that I don't know why I'm getting the blame for. Yeah, I do know why I'm getting the blame for all this. No, never mind. So where are we going to, Zach? What's the?
Oh shoot.
Marijuana
It
bill.
is the Bushnell in just a little bit south of Modesto.
I see it. I'm gonna go ahead.
There's gonna be like a Calmondo, and then right below it's Bushnell.
Yeah,
Not
I
right
see
below
it.
it,
I'm
but-
I'm gonna I forget how the heck you transport. I can do it the old-fashioned way, you know, with you.
You know, if you just use your keyboard, you can teleport.
Yes, but I forget how I teleport to an exact location like that.
Press 0 and then use the arrow keys to select which way to
Actually-
go,
Okay.
and then Control F9.
Yeah, that's
Actually, don't forget about hitting the console, like the button above the tab button on your keyboard, the squiggly line, and then you gotta have it typed in your config.cfb file before you can activate it.
right. What I meant was that's the only way I know how to teleport somewhere. But if that's what you're doing, then I'm not missing a trick. That's all. So I'm doing that now. It's actually this way.
And I guess I'm guilty of stating the obvious as always.
No, there is a way that you can teleport to a location, but the only way I know it uses like the city shortcut key names. So like you can do a command and you can teleport to San Francisco or Los Angeles, but
Oh yeah.
so I didn't know if there was another way of doing it, but there isn't. So
Yeah, there is.
So, well,
You
the
can teleport
surface-
anywhere. What you do is, as long as you have that console enabled, you can press 0 on your keyboard, and then use the number keys to kind of move the camera
right,
around.
yes, which
And then do Control F9 whenever
Right.
you're at the spot you want to teleport.
which is exactly what I've been doing. But what I didn't know was like you type go to and then the name of the city, and then it puts you in the city, and you can Control F9 there. But I didn't know if there was a command that
yeah.
says, hey, you can Control F9 to another location. And it's raining for me, which is doing my
Yeah, it's pouring for me. Yeah.
that's doing my frame rate wonders. Oh come!
Mine's buttery smooth.
That's what she said.
It's really aggravating because I don't know what the issue is, and certain things just make it horrible to run. Anyway, I'm not going to try and fix that right now.
Hey Zach.
What's up?
So guess how many PS2 games I'm running on my Steam Deck?
How many?
A little north of 60.
What are we?
Dang.
I've got a 1 terabyte, and I went from 64 gigs to 1 terabyte of internal memory, and then I've got, of course, I do have a couple extra 512 gig macro SD cards laying around the place, but I'm not using them anymore in the Steam Deck since I got that bigger internal memory.
I got some big internal memory too.
I wasn't talking about your wee wee, my friend.
That's a micro SD. Actually, never mind.
I thought you said micro STDs.
Well, it can shoot out those too, because it's micro.
I'm sorry. I told David that I would keep it clean today, and I'm not doing very good at my promise.
Well,
I'm the one making the
I
joke.
was going to say you're doing way better than Zach.
Yeah, you're doing better than this doofus right here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say better than this asshole, but never mind.
You're doing better than this numbnuts named Pepperoni Pizza.
Shit.
But neither of you can fart like me.
Oh, I don't know. Give me some Imodium.
I actually took some of that little. Never mind. A couple of I think it was last I don't know if it was a week or two ago on Friday. I had to take some of that because I was pretty bad sick with the stomach bug and running 101.7 fever.
Ooh.
I can't remember if y'all were convoying a couple Fridays ago or not, but yeah, that's why I didn't join. or if I remember correctly.
I can't recall.
Even I can't remember.
I've most definitely slept since.
Because you're suffering from sun timers.
Do what?
That you're suffering from sun timers
Pretty much, yeah.
or CRS. Can't remember.
I'll say, David, are you screwing a lot, lizard, back there?
No, I decided I would just try and minimize OBS and see if that made a difference to my frame rate, because I'm like 3 frames a second is not going to be something I can really drive with.
Because I'm looking at your, I'm looking at your end cap view. And it looks like your wiper. I'm seeing like the wiper blades. There's like you can tell like it's some frame issues just in that
Yeah,
on its own.
yeah, it doesn't like insert whatever it doesn't like.
Because I've tried both Streamlabs and OBS Studio, and they're both giving me like it's like some background stuttering too. So it's like it's not necessarily just them, or it could be ATS along with those having issues.
Finally made it out.
Hey Zach, where'd you get that Volvo mod from the other video you did?
Oh, it's on the SCS forum.
Okay, that's the one. That's the mid '90s corporation model truck.
Yeah, it's also
Yep.
it's linked in the live stream description as well. It's the 90s corporation truck.
I remember I had problems with it on my laptop, my HP laptop. It kept booting me off the game and everything, and it wouldn't work right.
Huh.
And every time I tried to load it onto my Steam Deck, it also kicked me out too. So once I took it out of off my Steam Deck, I had to delete it out of my mod folder in my ATS files, and then go back into Steam Deck and take it out that way, and it was perfectly fine. Because my laptop's not fancy either, and it's not no gaming graphics. Like the graphics are like Intel HD 4400. I mean, nothing like Purple Bubba's, gaming laptop or anything where it runs. It's got a gaming card in it. This is just run of the mill stuff. So I just can't. I play on when I can afford. Is that Sandy, David?
It is.
Get ready.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard her voice.
Oh. Yeah, she's little and quiet.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. If she's listening to what I'm saying, I'm giving her a compliment. That's not a bad thing.
And she's most certainly not quiet.
You better stay on her good
Well,
side.
dealing
'Cause
with you, I probably wouldn't be quiet either.
hey, she knows where you sleep, David. She could take you out while you're
I
asleep.
know.
No, all David has to do is fart under the covers and give her a Dutch
That's
oven.
true. Yeah, there is a gas mask in the house, which allegedly is for fumes coming off craft stuff, which I like. Yeah, I think it's for something else.
Dutch oven minus.
So I ended up getting stopped by every red light. This sunset is beautiful. Wow,
That
It
is.
is.
dang.
I mean, it's really
I
beautiful in
can't-
60 frames per second.
I
I can't tell if that's an actual if it's like spots on your truck window, or if it's from where I've sneezed all over my TV and have yet to be able to get it to come off my TV.
it
Ew.
looks great at
Just kidding on that part. Just kidding on that part. Just
it
kidding.
looks great at 15 frames a second. I've got longer to admire every frame.
And Zach, honestly, I was just kidding on that part, but at the same time, I don't know how to clean my TV the right way because it hasn't been cleaned in a couple of years because I don't know what to put on it, to clean it. It's a 43-inch Vizio. It's the cheap end of the 4K
You
range.
just want some water on it. You don't want to put any chemicals on there. Just a little bit of water.
Yeah, because it's already a couple. I got it during COVID at my Best
Oh,
Buy.
I got you.
And that's the same with my Toshiba Amazon Fire TV. I got that from Best Buy around the same time too.
I don't.
I had a TV. I had a TV of mine that I gave to somebody that was. It's already now over 10 years old, but it's still running.
Go straight.
Yeah.
I donated it to an older gentleman that needed a TV, and he's now in his 80s.
Oh, damn.
It's still running like a charm, from what I hear.
Wait, the chap or the TV?
It's both of them. I mean, the TV, my old TV is definitely probably in better shape than either one of these TVs I got right now.
Keep left, and then turn left.
So is that a small hood Freightliner, Zach?
Yes, sir, it is.
Thought so.
Now, is that which version of the Cascadia is that? I mean, like the 112, whatever. Because I know there's different numbers.
It's the
versions of it.
116. It's the one with the smaller hood, meant for the DD13 or Cummins X12. But you
Cummins
can get the
X12.
126, the big hood, with the small engines too, if you really need to.
Yeah.
It
Well, I'd
runs
like
a
to see-
410 horsepower DD13.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's a good choice. Oh wow, it's still
Do
sunset.
you think? Do you think it? Sorry, I keep not meaning to interrupt. But do you think they'll ever? I'd like to see them do some legacy engines, like at least like for the D12, like some backward support for the 12.7. Even though that's a GM engine, and it's Mercedes owned now, so I don't think there'll ever be any backward support for them. Like Craig is.
Steel Productions engine pack.
I mean, in real life, you dingling.
Well, I mean, I guess never say never, but one of the beautiful things about the game is it's easy to add old engines and old trucks. There are like hundreds of engine packs and hundreds of mod trucks out there. So, I mean, I think that they have, and I know that the Zach, I think you and I have talked about this. You kind of wonder, do they use the modders community to come up with the plans for what they're going to add? Because they're going to add the Mac CH
Pinnacle.
Yeah, the C8, yeah, the Mac Pinnacle, and there's at least 2 of those
They
mod
already
trucks.
have, but it's a few years out of date.
No, but it's coming to the stock game.
Oh,
So-
my bad.
SES themselves is adding
Yeah,
it,
so
yeah.
and it's like,
About damn time. I'd like to see them do their own version of the CHU 613 or even the Max Superliner or Ultraliner.
That's pretty much what the Pinnacle is now these days, is the CHU 613.
so I think we've seen them bring older stuff, because the International 9900i was another one as well. But that
The 5700 XE was one
that's
too.
true, yeah. And now they only came with modern engines, so who's to say? I mean, if they were to ever release, let's say, a Peterbilt 379, that could come with the N14.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, never say never. And there's still
And
hundreds of,
Or a Kenworth T2000 with a 12.7.
yeah.
now I'd like to see them go back so far as those trucks from the 70s, 60s, and 70s. Like the old B61 Max or even the old Ram CNT 950s. Because I don't know if they could do it with the Rams because Fiat owns the right to, that truck. Even though Chrysler was their own company back in the day when they made that truck.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the fact that that International got excited about the release of the LT in the game says something.
Which is now it has an S13 addition
Yes.
to it.
Yeah, which I think says something. And the S13 was, am I right, Zach? You probably know this. It's only been commercially available this year. Don't think
Yeah.
so. It's like a brand new engine, but the fact that they've got manufacturers supporting the game, I think it could happen. It's possible.
I know, because look at the relationship they have with Western Star right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So, and I've seen this change in maybe the last couple of years. Well, I guess it started to during COVID, and then not much happened during COVID, I suppose. And then after, it's like, I mean, how many states have they released? It's like 2 or 3 a year now, the last couple of years, and that includes Texas, which is huge.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them do like a legacy version of the Sterlings, or heck, that might contradict. If they were to do a Ford truck, if they could ever release that cab over or
Mm.
another type of Class 8 Ford,
Yeah.
they'd have a
God,
hard
I
time
would
getting
love
the
a-
Sterling and the Fords in at the same time.
God, I would love the Sterling 9500.
Yeah. So
That's all it was the L9500
Going too fast.
I'll say, give
Ford.
me a single axle day cab version of that. Oh boy.
Now, what engine came with that Ford more besides the Cummins and everything?
I think
Can't
the
remember.
usual typical engines: Detroit, Caterpillar.
I don't know that much about the Sterling trucks.
At least when it was a Sterling, when it became a Sterling, like all the typical engines were available. They had the MBE 4000 as well.
Well, I don't think the MBE 4000 came about until
Well, when it was when it became a Sterling truck.
yeah, but I mean, because Mercedes didn't purchase Detroit, until 2003, halfway through 2003, because I know whenever they bought Freightliner and Western Star both, that's when they also took over Detroit from GM and started, made their own version of the which is the MBE 4000,
Yeah.
which I think was nothing more than a rebadged 12.7 or a 14-liter at that point, because I think GM might have started pre-production on the 14-liter before they sold them out.
Now the MBE 4000 was its own engine. That's actually what became the DD13.
Oh, really? I'm sorry for being confused.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, the 12.7 and 14-liter Detroit were their own engines. The MBE 4000 was kind of the 13-liter proprietary engine for that manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
Going
I
to
heard that the MBE 4000 was based on the Detroit.
They did share a lot of parts. I think they had the same turbo as well, if I remember correctly.
Kind of like with the Volvo and Mack engines. I mean, even though Volvo didn't purchase Mack until 2000 officially, they've been making Mack's engines since 1961.
Yeah. Yeah, the last true Mack engine was the E7.
Which is weird because I know I can't remember what the last engine Mack produced on their own before Volvo started making them back in the 60s. I don't know what they used to call
It was the
old Mack
E7.
engine. All the way back in 1961.
No, the E7 was that was the latest one. That was like in the Mac Vision. That was the 12-liter. The E6 is probably what you're thinking of.
keep left.
I'm thinking like back in the Thermodyne, the Maxidyne, the Econodyne, all the old like gasoline or the gasoline dieselized engines.
Yeah, that was the E6. The E7 came out in like the early 90s, I think. It's a 12-liter.
Because I'm referencing back when Volvo started doing Max engines back in the day. Because I know I'm getting confused. I just know it was done in '61. I'm referencing what they call the engines.
Yeah,
back
I
then,
don't know that Volvo did make Mack engines back then.
I don't think they did.
They started making them in '61.
There was
They took over Max engine production, and they didn't start owning them until 2000.
there's a connection with Scania, and because the Scania V8 is derived from the E9, which is potentially derived from the E865, 866 engines. I don't know whether Volvo, maybe Volvo had manufactured them, but I think that would have been under license, maybe.
Yeah, because then when the MP8 and MP7 came out, they just straight up rebadged their own engines.
Yeah,
Keep right.
which a lot of people are still upset about, but the engines are, they are fine.
They're solid
Yeah,
engines. I don't
yeah.
know why people are upset about them. The D13 is one of the best 13-liters in my opinion.
Well, I guess it's just because it's not a Mac.
Well, do they still make the MP10, just not in the United States?
Yes, it's still made in Oz, I think, or it's made for the Australian market. I'm about to get hit.
Oh yeah, because those road train drivers, they need those 16-liter. If they're hauling 100,000 pounds of cargo, you need a 16-liter engine.
Yep.
Because I know the D16 Volvo and the MP10 Max, I don't think the MP10s are still in those superliners that they make over there in like Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, this is very hilly.
Isn't it just?
And I have a 239 direct drive. This is struggling.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to hop off shortly, so I'm gonna get to holler at you on the next one. If you happen to convoy again anytime soon, will you kind of give me a heads up on Discord?
Of course.
Alrighty. Well,
All right, well, y'all all have a very good evening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
good to hang out with you, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Same to y'all.
Take care, man. I am 20 miles an hour in 6th gear
Oh, I'm 24.
going up this hill.
24.
Telling you, 239 direct drive, 10 speed, 1450 foot-pounds of torque. This is struggling.
Yeah, I'm dropping. I'm in 7th now. Doing 22.
Oh, my speed's dropping. I might actually have to go down to the low range.
I'm like,
Oh my god.
I'm stuck, not able to go around someone, and some car's right next to me being a chump. Will you let me in, sunshine?
That's what she said.
I'll maybe crowd you out. Come on. Ah, fine. And just you're not helping me annoying everyone else. It's okay. All the traffic's, but good grief, all the traffic's behind me. Wow.
I just downshifted to 5th gear. Oh my gosh. Oh, now it's pulling up the hill a little bit. Might be able to go back to 6. Alright, it's holding at 1100 revs.
Oh, that's not bad.
Slowly climbing.
17 miles an hour in 6th gear, but I'm in a 10 speed.
I am too.
But it's a 370 with an overdrive. So.
Yeah.
$18. Everyone needs to lean forward or lean back.
Hey, for real though, were you farting or were those sound effects?
We're still on the live stream. Apparently those were farts. Which is weird because I mean, you know, I don't normally fart.
Bullshit. Alright, bring Sandy in here and we'll let her be the judge of that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could message her and say she needs to get in the chat, but I think she's busy. Sorry.
No.
Let me see if I can text and drive, which you clearly shouldn't do. So, you know, don't.
5.6 miles to the gallon though. That's good.
That is. Oh, and now we get a truck lane. Okay. So I forget this engine's only got 1800 RPM governor in it. Governor even.
I'll say you got to get up to 435 for it to
Yeah,
have the full governor, don't you?
I think so. Might be the 450, but yes, yeah. You have to, there's like a low tier and a high tier. And- okay. The lag's gotten better, but man, that was horrible. That was it was a second a frame at some parts. It was not pleasant. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Don't make me go through here, car. Really? Why are you slowing down? Okay. Now are we in California? Yes, I think we are, aren't we?
Yep, we are. Going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit.
You must be going down that enormous big hill then.
Yep, I am. I didn't realize how big that hill was.
So if you're going 20 over, oh, mind you, yeah, never mind. You've got a 239 with direct, so you're probably not at your governor. Wonder what?
No, I was at like 1,300 revs. Maybe not 1,300, but
You're exceeding the speed limit.
55 is about 1050.
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
So I think it's like equivalent to like a 325 or something like that.
Yeah, the stock 18325. I remember this from like when I first started playing. 75 is roughly 1500 revs, or almost exactly 1500 revs.
Yep.
Right. Well, we made it down the hill without crashing in the rain.
Yay!
I know, well, doesn't always happen. Oops. Yeah, so, oh no. Sandy's mysteriously joined the YouTube chat. Howdy. Yeah, so we I don't tend to plan live streams. It's just, hey, why don't we do a live stream? What's the worst that happens? And then allegedly there's some weird special effect fart sounds around me, and I get the blame for it.
Sandy, are those parts real or are they sound effects?
Oh well, she hasn't said nothing. Never mind. Yeah, this game is so beautiful at night in the rain, but I'm thinking San Francisco is going to be a bit of a... Oh, what? Never mind. We aren't going to San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, hello, Prius. Do 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 do. Oh 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 oh! He's getting away! He's getting away! Apparently, they're so real. I don't believe Sandy. I think she's just making it up. Just wants to be famous for a few minutes. Hello, Prius. Just a little love tap. Oh, come on. How hard can it be?
Hey,
Bye.
Sandy, I hope you know David calls you short when you're not in the room.
I call her short when she's in the room. It's fine. How can I have not managed to run into this Prius yet?
Keyword, David. Yet.
Well, I'm trying to just give it a gentle love tap, but I'm just gonna have to do this instead. There you go. Oh.
Alright, now we're in Nevada. Limit is 65.
I think I broke my truck.
What else is new?
Yeah, I've got some extra warning lights on the dashboard. That Prius drove right underneath my trailer. Oh. Yeah, my truck is a bit damaged. Okay, that was bizarre.
I managed to get up to 6.3 miles to the
Well, that's
gallon
not
right
bad.
now. No, it's not.
Francisco, that's fun to say. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, Alistair, but it was like it drove into me. I swerved several times just to try and miss it, and and now they're pulling in front of me. They probably want to fight. Yeah, and it's still got stuck in my wheels. Okay, I'll take this a little more seriously now. Yeah, I find that the game is a little inconsistent. I'm looking forward to getting DX12 and hopefully making better use of those other CPU cores. A smoother experience.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I might make this the only trip of the night, honestly.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that I might do that as well. Okay. I lost my engine, but I found it again. So Sandy said what? He calls me short? Oh yeah, I'm used to it even though I'm not that short. Uh-huh.
No, anytime I mention the word short, he's just always like, "You mean Sandy short?"
Hey, I'll have you know, don't you know that Sandy is only 1 inch shorter, approximate, than Scarlett Johansson?
I don't know how tall Scarlett Johansson is.
5'3". So, and she's 2 inches taller than Kylie Minogue.
Your mic just cut out.
Thank goodness. Excuse me. Oh, it's a shame that my mic cut out at just the wrong moment. Okay. Is that Reno? That looks cool. Sorry, I'm looking at the buildings as we approach on the right-hand side. They're lit up.
Nevada's gonna look so good if they ever rework it.
But I think, did I not read that they were working, reworking on Vegas?
Oh, that's gonna. I hope they are. That's gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
It's my biggest complaint with these old states right now is just all the tight bends and whatnot, because it's not modeled accurate compared to what they do now. Like all the roads just feel so narrow.
Yeah. Hey, if you wanted narrow roads and tight corners, that's what ETS2 is for. And that's not to say that I don't like ETS2, but if I just want to relax and hang out with the game, I'm going to pick up ATS, possibly.
Exit right.
Exactly.
So that's always a good thing.
Turn right.
Well, this might turn into an evening where we reach 400 subscribers, and if that's the case, I've got a.
I think you already just have.
I think I have. Yeah, I've got a Cascadia Zach-inspired video that I will release tonight. And that's exciting because I had a lot of fun making it.
I still wonder what that stain was on the seat.
I think it's coffee, or maybe.
I think it's the coffee creamer. I think I spilled the creamer packet in the truck.
Yeah, that seems to. Or it might be salad cream.
No, it could be donut glaze or stuff off the cinnamon roll.
Sour
cream's disgusting. You'll never see me eat that.
I guess you didn't eat this one.
Nope. Well, Blizzard did.
So Alistair says he's driving a Haterbilt 379 in ETS2. That actually sounds like fun. Now I imagine if you happen to go into Blighty or the UK, it'll be a little wide for the roads.
That actually would be a fun convoy. We load up John Ruta's Freight Shaker Classic XL in ETS2.
Yeah. All those roundabouts. What could possibly go wrong?
I only use 49.2 gallons.
Wow.
I topped out at 6.4 miles to the gallon.
So what did you have in the hood of that? It was never mind. It was a DD13 410, wasn't it?
Then turn right.
Yep. Then a Eaton Direct Drive 10-speed, 239.
Turn right.
Okay. Well, I'm just around the corner. I'm curious to see how many gallons I used. I'm gonna guess a bit more.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right. This
Hey.
is where it ends.
I get the wrong depot. Nope. No, I didn't. Okay. Almost there. I may be about to just find the curb here.
That's what she said.
My engine doesn't want to work. Weird. Weird. There we go. It's back. Okay, I'm pretty much pulling up right now.
I love when you drive into me like that, David.
Let's see. I use 60 gallons. 60.1. So, I mean,
Hey, that's a pretty big
it's a
difference.
huge difference. I mean, this was like half a day's drive, so 20 gallons a day, 100 gallons a week. That's a big difference. You would notice that if you had to pay for it.
Yep, exactly.
And I got a reasonable, despite damaging my cargo a little bit. So, yeah, it's not bad.
Just shows you how tough the 9400i is.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go and leave the convoy.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. It was fun hanging out with you. Thank you for the invite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't know when we'll be able to do it again.
Well, there's always tomorrow, which I think is a quote from a movie, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, go here. DivCon. I started an hour ago. This might be a little short stream. So, Alistair, Sandy, I know that you've just joined, and you probably came here for the thrills, spills, and farts. That sound effects.
I don't know if those are sound effects.
But I think I'm going to keep this convoy Sandy short and sweet. Sandy short and Sandy sweet. There you go. How about that?
Now you're still gonna just call her short behind your back like you always do.
I don't. I would say that she loves it, but that sounds like I'm an. It starts with A and ends in Buser. I probably can't say that word. But no, I think. Yeah, I think she probably knows. All right. Well, thank you, sir. I think I'm going to go ahead and close the convoy and close the live stream. So thanks ever so much for hanging out with us tonight. It was a short stream, I know, right? Take it easy, everyone. I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Goodbye.